Hello and welcome to LawSikho. Let's talk about the top 10 news developments for the day under 2 minutes for judiciary aspirants. And first of all, let's talk about the national news. Now, at the outset, let's talk about a key development in the trial of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attack case. So recently, the central government has notified the appointment of a team of special public prosecutors, which is going to be headed by Tushar Mehta, who is the Solicitor General for India, along with SP Ravi, who is the Additional Solicitor General, along with Dayan Krishnan, the senior advocate, and Narendra Man, also an advocate. This is for conducting trial and other matters related to the NIA case in the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. Now, please understand, this team is going to represent the investigation agency in this case, which is the NIA, or the National Investigation Agency, in trial before the NIA special courts in Delhi, before the Delhi High Court and the Supreme Court. Now, this team is going to be working on this particular case for a period of 3 years or until the completion of the trial, whichever is earlier. Moving on, now let's talk about another important legal development. So the Supreme Court has recently asked the centre and the state governments to set up special POCSO courts to address matters related to POCSO Act. Now, a bench comprising Justice Bela M. Trivedi and Justice Prasanna Verle observed that the delay in the completion of the trials under the POCSO Act, it is primarily due to the lack of adequate special courts dealing with these matters, which is provided for under the POCSO Act. Now, please understand, the court also directed the concerned governments, which is essentially the central government and all the state governments, to sensitize the officials who are working in these matters to expedite the completion of the investigation and the filing of charge sheets so that a trial can be completed, in a time-bound manner, which is a provision in the POCSO Act itself. Moving on, now let's talk about an important development from the world of sports. So our javelin throw star Neeraj Chopra, he has finally breached the elusive 90-meter mark with a personal best of 90.23 meters, and this is at the Doha Diamond League. Now, please understand, Neeraj Chopra is only 25th person in the entire world to breach this 90-meter mark. So another important sports-related development. So 19-year-old Srihari LR from Chennai becomes the 86th chess Grandmaster of our country. Now let's talk about the world of finance, and we're talking about HDFC Bank, which is our country's leading private sector bank in current accounts. So it recently, announced the launch of its new Biz Plus current accounts. This is to empower India's growing MSME enterprises. And lastly, for the national news, the former Commonwealth champion Manika Batra breezed into the second round of the women's singles event at the ITTF World Table Tennis Championship Finals 2025. This is in Doha, Qatar. And on that note, let's talk about a top development in the international realm for the day. So we're talking about US and the Syria relations. So US President Donald Trump, he recently said that he's going to order the lifting of sanctions on Syria at the behest of Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince. A major US policy shift ahead of an expected meeting with Syria's Islamist President Ahmad al-Shara. So that's all we have for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe until I see you tomorrow.